So I think I'm gonna make this one a, this might be one of those glory videos where I show you the start and finish real quickly, because nothing seems to be going right on this car. All right, so we're gonna correct my problem from last weekend. So I got what I think are really heavy. I mean, it's like 6 pounds, but still, I mean, it seems really heavy, you know, in comparison to the Delrin option that I was doing that didn't work out so well. I already did the driver's side, so hopefully it'll look a little more professional this time. Driver's side, I don't know, man, it doesn't line up all that great. This hole here is cut with much less room to work, and so that bolt didn't catch as well as I'd like. So I got to take off the JMS that's on here. Hopefully it comes out reasonably easy. This is good. I thought for sure I'd be stuck messing with this stuff for hours trying to get it out. So there's our JMS jack pad off the car. Again, I think it's a better solution than this giant rail, but I mean, this weighs a half a pound versus 6, but whatever. Car weighs 3,800 pounds, right? At least that's what I keep telling myself. So now I'm going to take off the back bolt. And then there's a hole in the subframe that accepts this. It's kind of weird, it's just an empty hole. And I know you long-time Mustang guys get all bent out of shape when I don't know all the answers to everything, but this is my first one, so I'm just figuring it out. Shouldn't use that. I should use this. All right. So it comes with supplied bolts, but I'm using these. These are the factory ones are much more robust. So I'm using those instead. So, I mean, here's the difference. I don't see why I would, maybe these are for a regular Mustang, but let's see why I wouldn't use the factory version. I'm sure somebody will correct me. All right. You got all 4 bolts in, Rye. Are you psyched? Means it's gonna work. It's gonna work great. So there's our Steeda jacking rail done.
It means our car's gonna go real fast.
Yep, real fast. All right, so here's our jacking rail up under the car. There's the passenger side. Of course, I had to cut the one bolt out. So on the driver's side, I only have one of these. These right here, I only have one of those 2 in, which is fine. That's our jacking rails. The next step, I'm going to be adding a cross brace to this center brace, or U brace. I'm going to start working on that. All right, so here's our ultralight 2-point G-Trac brace. So this should help with tram lining, bump steer, things like that. I figured since I was ordering the Steeda rails, I might as well just throw this in the box. And so there's a couple of significant looking bolts, a couple of spacers, and so I'm going to get up under there and figure this thing out. I'm going to go get the other camera so I can set it up so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Where does this thing go? Got it connected there. Let me see. to, oh man, that's gonna be super easy to do. That's great. All right. Yeah, washer goes on this side. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. Okay, so washer. Seems to me like the spacer's unnecessary. And it's like, I'm not sure I get the point of it. So you got that all the way up in there. All right, got it figured out. Brakes off. These little crush. These are for make sure you don't crush the brakes, frame brakes. Cool. That's smart. There we go. Let's see if we can get a washer up in there now. Yep. Go. Now we're in. The little factory flap was in the way. Bingo. Alright. So when they stamped this factory brace, they didn't do a good job cleaning it up. Alright, good. Looks like they stamped it the other way, so I think this one should slide right in. Nope. Let's see, what is that? Oh, it's the top one. Alright, so I just need to drill out this little piece. There we go. And we're in. Alright, so let's get my torque wrench and torque this puppy down. Alright. Sorry guys, I gotta get in your way here. Sit down crap anymore. Alright. Now, we tighten this up properly by hand just to be safe. I don't know how many foot-pounds this thing is worth. Let's see, that's pretty good. The other thing I'm gonna do while I'm under here, check the oil filter. Now, you guys, if you watch the oil change video, I didn't get the torque wrench out, but I did torque the filter down pretty good. I mean, I have a pretty good feel for what torques are by hand. I think that's gonna make a big difference, guys. So I gotta cut these off, and then we're done. Yeah, that's gonna stiffen this puppy up. Although it is pretty stiff to begin with. Supposedly it makes a big difference on steering, bump steer, stuff like that. Just push them up in the middle. Cool. So there's our G brace. That must be your tranny. We dumped the tranny fluid. All right, let me get up under here, and while I got the camera, just check the torque on my oil filter. You know, I could really use some guidance. I need to get a darn torque wrench, like a good one. Got the old school needle type. So if you guys could point me in the right direction, that'd be helpful. Save me some time doing research. So if you're not familiar with this car, you know, the big buzzword is, or the buzz acronym is NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness, which is a problem because of the flat plate crank. That's a good 25 foot-pounds right there. Yeah, it's supposed to be 18 foot-pounds or 25. Looks good. Hope it doesn't vibrate off. Just check one more time. You know, you don't want to go too tight because you don't want to. This is the one thing in the world you don't want to cross thread. Yep, we're good. All right, so I was pretty good to begin with. I probably over torqued it there to be on the safe side, but like I was saying, this this motor has a different crank type. Traditionally, your pistons or your crank operates your pistons through the rods on a different plane, so they oppose each other at 90 degrees. These have, so they're in a V-like shape. This is in a straight line, 180 degrees pattern. All right, so we're torqued. Got the G brace on. Got jacking rails. Good. Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.